recording. We're gonna start with GB.
Thought we're starting with Japan.
I was just kidding. Why would I start in Asia?
I mean, we started in Asia before, didn't we?
Is Portugal still played, or did you get killed finally?
I mean, I might return. I don't know.
Nice. Well, GB did a gamer move and ganked Portugal with Sokoto and managed to get colonies, even though he got exploration third and didn't colonize almost at all. So now he has all of this, and he has Caribbean and no competition for the New World, because I don't think anyone else is gonna go colonizing. It would surprise me if they did. So GB looking pretty solid right now, because he's a gamer. He did give out all of lowlands for that gamer move, so France wouldn't int him when he inted them, but I think that worked out. And lowlands is an end node in the mod, so it was a lot to give out, but still holding a fair bit of thing. I just woke up. Trade power, yeah, in it. All from Calais. Does he have ships here? He has some ships. 31. That's a lot of trade power. Damn. Anyway. What?
You sound like a retard. That's a...
You sound like retard. I just... Shut up. 177 income. Army quality is 465. And I'm gonna have my dogs barking in the background the entire time. So that's gonna be nice. Let's check the military quality. Oh, he's number 11. I thought he would be a lot lower, but that's not bad. And I don't think there's much else to say about GB at this point. Definitely good potential. Made some good plays. Is expanding into Iberia a little bit. I don't really know why. This just seems like a liability. You can't really hold it if France or Sokoto decides to int you later. So I don't know why you would get that, but getting into the new world is definitely big, and he is able to deck on Mexico, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he doesn't have a CB, but his colony can make one. Or does he need a CB? Yeah, he does need a CB. So his colony can make a CB, and then he can form Mexico in like a year. That would be about it. Let's just compare his income as well to the rest, so we can say what's going on. Byzantium is far ahead of everyone else, insanely. GB is number 4. So, like, very good manpower, decent income. He's not, like, the best. I would say at the moment he's like a second-rate power, because he's GB. But with the scaling potential of owning the entire New World, I think he's probably gonna win the game, unless someone contests him here. Because colonies are strong and such. And before people start saying nerf colonies, stop coping, retards, maybe you should just compete for the New World a little better.
Nerf colonies.
Shut the fuck up. France, quality econ trade. I don't know why trade's rarely been picked since we overworked the policies, because on its own it doesn't really give much. I mean, it gives 2 merchants. Does France need the merchants? He's collecting everywhere. Wouldn't it be better to just push it all into lowlands?
I mean, all his nodes are leaking, right? And I think they buffed ghetto collecting in NA comp mode.
Huh.
Like MRM mode.
Yeah, I mean, he's making a very decent trade income, so it's not bad at all. I'm just, yeah, I didn't expect it to be like this, but especially with, like, having trade finished, you'd think he would try and consolidate it all into one. But I don't know. Maybe this is the call. Maybe it's not. Maybe go fuck yourself. Uh, his vessels all have tier 2 centers of trade, marketplaces built, so I don't really think he can improve his hold on the English Channel much more. He can build a trade fleet, well, build it up. He can maintain 40 without like really losing money, and then maybe switch everything here. But yeah, let's just give up on that because I don't know if that's the call or not. Fort line looking kind of weird in the south. Normally the god forts for France are this one, no, this one and this one, right? Because they can only access burn through this one province, and then you can cut off reinforcements and reset the siege countless times. And this one, or no, this one, sorry, yeah, I was right the first time. Toulouse and Bern, pretty much the same thing. You can just keep cutting off reinforcements. This one has 2 provinces, so it's a little worse. But you can reset the siege and hold back like 10 times the numbers. I've done it like a couple times playing France, and these 2 siege fort positions are so fucking good. They almost equalize you with Iberia with their mountain forts. Obviously not completely, but you know it's better setup than this. That's for sure. Because here you can't really cut off reinforcements that efficiently. Income is 142, which puts him at 11th on income, a decent amount of manpower, and his military quality is very high up. 4th on morale, I would imagine 5th, yeah, 5th in discipline. Very decent nation. I also had some professionalism saved up, but not really. Oh, it's not crazy useful in the mod, but you know, it's some manpower. At the moment, that puts him at 230. So yeah, not really insane, but it's decent to have it. Diplo-wise, allied with Hanover. I think he was also allied to Milan until Milan started inting hard and died to pretty much all of his neighbors, and now he's going into Milan too, which, you know, obviously you should before they grab the important shit. See how much he can take from Milan in one war. Well, definitely enough to cut off any further expansion, because you wouldn't want Tunis coming into like Savoy or Piedmont. So that would be pretty good. Rivaled with Tunis, rivaled with GB, rivaled with Rothenberg. So his diplo at the moment seems pretty scuffed unless he has some sort of a deal with Byzantium. I would be a little worried because I'm pretty sure he's hostile to Sokoto too, because he helped Castile. So surrounded by enemies, and the only people that are allied and neutral to him are Hanover and Switzerland, both of which seem very weak. But we'll get to them now. I guess we'll go to Hanover now. Hanover went Diplo. 3rd. Splendor, Reform Progress, Power Projection. This is pretty good. I guess you stay on above 50 at all times just by maintaining cooldowns. Province Warfare cost very good. This idea group seems pretty good. Yeah, very decent. Tech cost, nice. And he gets fire and shock damage received soon, which is very good as well. 90 income, 431 morale, not bad, but below France and England. He has almost fully closed off Lubeck. Some of it is still leaking because Holland is transferring. I don't think anything else is fucking him over. It doesn't seem like anyone has ships here or is trying to drain the node. Does he have a trade fleet here? He has 45 galleys and no trade ships. I guess the trade ships wouldn't really be worth it to close up the node. It would still run a deficit, and you probably don't want to put them in Baltic to piss off Sweden if you guys are trying to remain neutral. So I guess it's good to just remain with the galleys. What else is there to say? I don't think he really did anything this session. Yeah, no, he didn't. He just remained here, integrated Brandenburg, and I think he had Mecklenburg as well. And just chilled and devved. And let's see how many dev clicks he has. Where the fuck is that thing? There we go. 129, not bad. But again, I have nothing to compare it to. Let's look at France for comparison. 126, yeah, pretty similar, I guess. So that's about it for Hanover. Not much to say. Nothing really happened. Same deal in Rothenberg, from what I can see, and Switzerland. Nothing happening here. Rothenberg stayed with his original tag. He didn't form anything, but it doesn't look like he has to. He has morale, he has discipline, he has very little manpower, but you know, it's some. So doesn't seem like he's too pressed to form another tag. And what can he form? He can form Franconia, which gives him 20%. He still has the discipline, 5% more less morale of armies. Cav fire plus, wow. Cav CA in Franconia. That's I didn't think this is a cav tag, but yeah, I mean 0.33 cav fire plus 25% CCA isn't bad. Like that might be a good tag for Nibor, because he seems to like playing cav for some reason. Income is 111, which is almost double Hanover, I think. Oh no, sorry, I thought Hanover is, yeah. So yeah, a little bit above Hanover, not a huge margin. Decent morale, or although his morale dropped because he switched to Franconia, so it would have been 5% higher. So I think he beats France on morale. No, he doesn't. He is very close though. And he's running a morale advisor, so... Oh, his leader is Craven. 666 Craven, that's sad. But he's 73, so I guess he'll get a new one soon. That would be it for Franconia, except for his Diplo. Allied to Switzerland and rival with Milan, France, and GB. I don't really know what's happening in this part of the world Diplo-wise, like besides what I can see, so not much I can comment on there. And again, nothing really happened in the last 50 or 40 years session, so nothing really to say. The only war in Europe that I'm aware of was Byzantium, Milan, and Sokoto, Castile, Portugal, and you know, Sicily finishing off Milan. Switzerland, 90 income, a lot in the bank. He still has some building to do. I would probably, yeah, especially the manpower shit. Who's playing this?
Me.
Why do you have so much shit unbuilt?
Yeah, there was a sub session.
Oh, yeah.
And
I mean, I guess you can build pretty much all of this now, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, kind of weird to build a bank this big and not have shit built. Max manpower is 66, he has 92, so I guess they enabled the state or national manpower edict and disabled it to bank more manpower, which is a pretty decent play. It doesn't really cost you anything. Well, it costs you the state maintenance, but you turn it off and it stays capped or over capped, so good shit. That's 30k more manpower almost than you're able to have. And more people should be doing that. That is very smart. I guess he's not taking the Splendor ideas either. The war score cost probably the best one for you. Especially because everyone around you, except for Milan, is of another religion. So That'll probably be good. What's your Diplo like here? Can you give us some insight? Because I have no idea what's happening here.
I have no idea. I'm I'm kind of isolated from them. I have strong players at every border.
Allied with Franconia and Sweden, so I'm guessing like Franconia versus France. I don't really know what the Sweden alliance is for, but it's there.
I don't.
I don't think he can expand much south
No, I want.
without getting like destroyed by anyone bigger, but maybe it might be safe to. Ooh, Jesus Christ, Lombardy is chunky. Holy shit. That is a big state. Milan's been deving, huh? How much is that fucking state? 27. 6, 40, 29. Wow, 150 dev almost from one state. So that'd be decent grabbing. That would increase your dev by a huge margin if you can grab this one state. And I don't see the harm in doing it because I mean you're obviously not, you don't have a deal with France. It doesn't seem like it. You're not allied to him. I don't think Byzantium's gonna int you for it because he just seemed to have wanted Venice, and I don't think he's gonna overextend there. So I would probably recommend just grabbing it and then simping for Byzantium and trying to get an alliance with him, because I don't think Byzantium wants France to grow too big. You might even be able to grab both, but I don't think you'll grab them both before someone else does. Still better than just sitting here. Some expansion is better than none, even if it's risky. That would be it for Switzerland. We're gonna look at Sweden now. Sweden is 122 dev. I think that's the highest income in the region. Well, you know, Germania, Scandinavia region, whatever. Militarily, morale is a little low. 20 ICA though from ideas, so that's great. He went plutocratic, which I don't know. I would have gone either quantity or quality for Sweden, but yeah, I guess it's alright. Went Diplo as well, which we already covered before, is a decent idea group, but there's better picks, I think. Like, especially when you have this much territory, you don't really need to play that tall. I would have gone for a more militaristic idea, or you know, more pure econ. So either espionage or influence, because this is more like mana scaling, in my opinion. But you know, when you have this much land, you're not really starved for that. But yeah, either way, Sweden allied with Switzerland, again, weirdly allied with GB. I guess the GB thing is against Hanover, and Hanover might be getting a little worried about that, which is why he's allied to France as well. It seems like there will probably be a war here soon, but Sweden still has so much AI to eat here. It's yeah, or no, he has that as a vassal. Peskov is still. I assume he has a deal with Poland where Poland gets Kiev, so that's why he hasn't touched it. But yeah, that's probably the deal, because he got Kazan, Novgorod, and he hasn't really expanded outside of it. I'm assuming Poland gets Kiev, and maybe someone gets Astrakhan, or they just don't want to touch it to not overextend too much. Sweden is at 917 dev, which is pretty decent, and another what, like 140 dev from vassals, which is very nice. Again, nothing happened in this part of the world at all, just AI eating, so not much to talk about. I don't see Sweden having any like trouble in the future. He's allied to Shun, and Shun is getting ganked in China, so he can even go further east if he wanted, but don't see why he would need that. I think more likely he's probably going to try and int Lubeck next session and get that node. But that's why I'm kind of weirded out by the alliance with England, because they're both going for Lubeck, right? Like, it's not like they get split this somehow. So I don't really know if they win versus Lubeck in France, who gets what. That seems like kind of a weird setup to me. But Poland next. 224 max manpower, that's pretty high. That's second highest. First highest is Mughals. I thought first highest would be Byzantium, but apparently not. Very good manpower. His income is 146, but he is running the goods produced plus 33%, so that's very inflated. And he needs to make use of it and scale harder during the age, otherwise he's gonna fall off when the next age hits. Let's take a look if he's doing that. He's not. Decent amount of workshops still left to be built. Alright, at least he finished like most of his manufactories, or pretty much all of them. I don't think he has any to build at the moment, no. So that's good. I would definitely try and build all my workshops during the age, just so you have some economy when it's over. And Int Harder is fighting Persia at the moment with the Mughals. Not quite sure what that's about. Persia doesn't even own anything in Astrakhan. Astrakhan is independent. I mean, I guess if it kills Persia, it creates a huge vacuum here, but that's the problem with that, is that like you have all of this to eat still. You haven't eaten Pskov and Chernigov yet. Kazan, Astrakhan, all of this, someone else can grab it. And you're killing Persia, and that's creating a vacuum that someone else is gonna capitalize on better than you can, because Ethiopia's right here, Byzantium's right here. Like, I think that all of them can expand into newly killed Persia faster than you can when they die. It just doesn't make too much sense to me why he would go in this direction. He's already somewhat in Asia Minor, allied with Byzantium, so I guess they have some sort of a deal, but I don't know why Byzantium would follow through on this deal, because Poland is very overextended right now, and he's carving out a huge piece of cake for himself. So if they actually let Poland get away with this, he's gonna scale hard. So I guess good for Poland, but not very smart of his allies to let him scale that hard, because seems to be like Poland's getting very, very good deals here. So, you know, good shit, I guess. Idea-wise, he went influence for economy, national tax. Yeah, this is the econ idea, I guess. And I'd probably say that's the right pick for Poland. Oh, isn't he supposed to revoke this like as soon as possible, or no? He can only revoke it after 1600. I don't
I
really.
mean, that's
Yeah.
that's national manpower, no? Like that seems like
Yeah,
a pretty
but
good one.
it prevents him from revoking land from nobility. So he can't really sell and seize like normal people can, which kind of scuffs his deving. I think that's or deving his economy, because that's a lot of money you're missing out on. I think that's why he was complaining that he didn't switch out of elective monarchy before this session, because I don't think anyone wants to keep that. I mean, the manpower is nice, but it's a lot of money you're missing out on. And it really does scuff the estates, because the only way you can get crown land is by deving, I think. So yeah, it's pretty shitty. But anyway, that's it for Poland. We'll take a look at this war a little bit more when I get to Mughals, because Mughals is the main war leader. Byzantium has a very impressive fort line. That's how many layers of forts? Constantinople is his capital. Not very well fortified from Poland, though. I mean, I would at least build a fort here on the marsh, but you know, whatever. Insane income, very good income, and a lot of it is coming from trade. By the fact that he managed to grab Venice, which is a very good move. But even before he grabbed Venice, I think he was top income. So Byzantium just gaming really hard. Mill-wise, very good morale. Is that? Yeah, that is the best morale in the game at the moment. Best discipline too, probably. No, second best, but Milan is dead, so best discipline, best morale. Not the best manpower, but army quality is definitely very good. How the fuck is his morale so high?
He has a mission, Venice Chastised.
Golden era.
Inspiring leader?
Yeah, he has inspiring leader. He has what the fuck is start administrative reforms? Is that yeah? So he has 10% from ideas.
He has a 10% from a mission as well. Venice Chastised.
Oof. How long does that last for? Until 64. So he has another 9 years in that. Nice. And is his discipline
Inspirational leader as well.
Yeah. And that's until 56. So that's almost gone. But damn, very good RB quality. Very good shit. It's gonna fall off somewhat, but it's still gonna be, I think, top. For
Especially
now.
with that income.
Sorry?
Especially with that income.
Yeah.
What about his buildings? Is he fully built up?
Let's take a look at buildings. Doesn't seem like he has many workshops to build or any good ones. He has a couple of manufactories, I guess, like copper, although autonomy here is disgusting.
He has a lot of food provinces to build the
Yeah.
manpower manufactories soon.
Yeah, so he'll scale when he gets Soldier's Households, which is coming up
Especially
next
with
session.
that.
He'll scale a lot better than most of his neighbors, because I think he has like the most food provinces for players. I mean, Poland has more, I think. Does Poland have more? No, I think he has more than Poland even.
No.
So he's gonna scale a lot harder than most of his neighbors when it comes to soldiers' households, when manpower wise. So that's good. Diplo-wise, allied to Poland, rivaled France, Tunis, and Persia. Killed.
I have a question, Kashmak.
Yeah.
Does the modifier that gives him 25% manpower, national manpower, still exist for Byzantium?
Which one is
It's
that?
in the mission. It's in the missions. For Conquer Anatolia or something like that. Take a look at
Asia Minor.
not the
Should be something
right line.
Anatolia.
To establish the theme system.
Yeah.
15% until the end of the game. Damn. What does he have to get for that?
All of Anatolia. That I think he
Oh, the stuff that Poland grabbed.
He needs 3 provinces, 2 from Persia and 1 from Poland.
Yeah. And before that, he needs just Cyprus.
Cyprus.
So yeah, he can get
It's
the
vassal.
other. He can get the other mission easily. I mean, it's Tunis vassal, or maybe not that easily. Tunis probably has a stronger navy.
Just purchase it from Tunis and be done with it.
Yeah, I
Like
would imagine Tunis. He can beat the Tunis navy.
Yeah,
35% galley compatibility.
What interest does Tunis have to fight Byzantium? Like he can get Genoa and they can stay out of each other's.
True. I don't really know what their diplo is, but Byzantium would have a hard time taking Cyprus, that's for sure. I would say that's it. He killed Milan, well, killed-ish Milan last session. I think he just wanted the Venice provinces, and Milan wouldn't yield them, So Milan debt warred, and I'm pretty sure it was a fairly big war. Byzantium said that he was struggling somewhat. I mean, France was also in it. Yeah, it was the biggest war yet, and it's what pretty much killed Milan now. Casualties. Yeah, 800,000 lost from Byzantines. France participated quite a lot, and it killed Milan because he fought really hard to keep those provinces, and then Tunis attacked, and then France attacked. Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses, and instead of debt warring over everything. I don't think Milan would have been a dead nation if he lost like parts of Venice, right? Because he seemed fairly decent before, and most of his
Yeah.
dev is in Lombardy and
At
Piedmont.
least the trade centers, he could have given those up.
Yeah, if I was Milan, I would have just given it up. Like it is a lot of dev, but you couldn't win versus Byzantium. So
I think Malcolm said that the Germans told him they were gonna join against Byzantium. So I'm
oh,
guessing
Oh,
that's partly why Milan stayed and fought so long.
if the Germans did join, they would have killed it because Byzantium was struggling, obviously. But yeah, that's a big betrayal there.
Yeah, I don't know if Malcolm misunderstood or something, but that's how I understood it at least.
Yeah. That covers all of Europe. So we're gonna go into Africa now.
What do you
I'm
think
just
about
gonna
the beautiful mess of Iberia?
I'm gonna take a look at Portugal for a second, but I mean it's dead. Yeah, 11 force limit, 18 naval force limit, 11 income. Yeah, this country is dead. 90 autonomy. Yeah, kind of fucked. Iberia got cucked real hard. Sokoto just started the session deciding to int really hard, and he went into Castile and Portugal. I'm not really sure how he managed to push them as easily as he did, but by the time I looked over, he was already in Iberia, so he didn't really have too hard of a time. It looks like he inflicted a lot more casualties than they did as well, so I'm guessing he had quality advantage too.
was it a gang? France, Songhai versus Castile?
No. France was on Castile side. It was
Oh.
Songhai. It was Songhai versus Castile and Songhai versus Portugal. Tunis joined on the second war, but the first war was 1 versus 2 on the side of Castile. And let's look at France actually contributed. No, it didn't. It has less casualties than Aragon.
He probably sent one stack over, or maybe he just got hit by mistake.
So that's unfortunate, I guess, for Castile and Portugal, the Iberians. But yeah, they got clapped pretty hard.
But I find it weird that Tunis allowed Sokoto to take all of that land. Isn't Tunis going to want to farm Andalusia?
mm, I think Emirate of Sicily is a good tag. He gets.
He still has Tunisian ideas.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair. So, I mean, he has ICA, he has morale. It's not horrible ideas. It's not bad to stay with this. And Ellis Luger's playing it really well. He has 128 income, 178,000 manpower. Like everything's properly devved. He built a fort on the border with Sokoto, which he didn't have last session. Like that was pretty risky. No fort here, especially going into war with Castile, who was here. So yeah, no fort on this border though. I would probably fix that. A fort here or here would be insane, because then you can cut off their reinforcements and reset the siege. So their
To be
siege,
honest with you,
yeah.
I don't like Sicily's position right now. I think he's boxing by a lot of people. France,
Sokoto won't
Marciano.
declare Tunis. It's his only ally.
That's what everyone says.
No,
Uh,
it's his only ally.
I
He can
think
just ally England.
I think Sokoto and Tunis have a future together. I think they could coexist. Especially because I mean Sokoto seems to. What's the deal here? Tunis got Valencia, and I think Sokoto gets Sevilla, and I don't think that's boxing him in. Like that's still a lot of land to give to Sokoto. He has Morocco as well, and later on I imagine Sokoto's gonna want to fight Ethiopia or Kilba and stay in Africa. I don't think Sokoto wants to go too far north, but that does kind of diverge their interests, because Tunis has to go north. Like he has to finish Genoa now, kinda. And Sokoto doesn't really have any interest in going there because he's cut off here. So that takes up an alliance slot that he could use elsewhere to help him push north. But yeah, he got all of Valencia pretty much. There's a couple provinces left, like what, 6 provinces left in Valencia that he doesn't have. And he is collecting in Genoa already. Is that his main node? Yes, it is. So he already has 63%, and the Pope is already his, and he just got these 3. So I think he got these 4 centers of trade. So I think his share is gonna jump even higher. Yeah, when he cores all of this, he's probably gonna have close to like 80% control, which is very good. His economy is gonna spike really hard. His main issue becomes kind of long-term sustainability, because these ideas will fall off. Like a lot of the other tags have better mill ideas.
Would it be better to make them into trade companies, Genoa?
No, he needs a force limit. He has a lot, comparatively to his neighbors.
I would
He doesn't have enough land to build.
maybe make Tuscany. Can he make Tuscany? Yeah,
I
he can.
wouldn't.
I would
not
make
that high dev.
Tuscany into, I don't know. Yeah, it is a lot. It is very high dev. I was just thinking it has 3 centers of trade, and then with the what they're called, trade company buildings, that would increase his trade power a lot. But I think he's aiming to. Yeah, he doesn't really need it, is the thing, because he already has, like, there's only 2 centers of trade outside of his reach plus estuary, so he's already gonna have like 80% without the trade fleet here. So he doesn't really need the trade company to consolidate it. I think 80% is plenty, because no one else is going to come and collect. Well, most people aren't going to come and collect in an end node when he has 80% here, because it just doesn't pay off for them. I mean, France is collecting everywhere, so France might. But I don't think it's anyone else's interest to move their trade node here when he has 80%. So I don't think he really needs the trade company. I don't think he's going to do that. Wow, he can get even more galley compatibility. That's nice.
Crusaders as well.
Yeah.
Don't they have that stupid mission that gives them some claims in the British Isles?
No, I think that's vanilla. I think that's raid on Iceland or something. I don't see that here.
What's that Moroccan ports?
Ship durability.
20 years. Nah, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, let's look at Sokoto. 176 income. 4 morale.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is England steering trade from Ivory Coast already?
Yeah, he is. Or no?
Oof.
Yeah,
he is. He has 1/4.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a merchant here, so he could be steering a lot more. Where does this go? No, this goes to Caribbean. Does England push this to Caribbean?
I mean, he's going to be taking the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, he does own Caribbean, so... Yeah, I guess he is. I just don't know why he doesn't have a merchant here. But anyway, Sokoto, allied with Sicily and Kilwa. He was allied to GB as well, and he gave GB some land here. I'm very colorblind, so I can't tell apart GB color from Sokoto, but I'm pretty sure GB has a province here somewhere. Where the fuck is it?
Island next to the coast.
What?
How is it called? That island to the west of Sokoto.
Oh, right. Yeah, Cape Verde. But yeah, Sokoto. I don't really know how he clapped the Iberian so hard, because his quality is not that great.
Can you look at critical events then? Maybe he got all of them.
Nope, didn't get any of them. Yeah, his quality is not that hard, and at the start of the game he didn't have that big of an economy compared to them, or manpower, so I don't really know how he rolled them that easily, but he did. And
he probably overcommitted at the start, and the Iberians underestimated him.
Yeah, probably the case.
I mean, it's Squad and Iberians are good players, and I can see them saying, it's Sokoto, I don't...
Yeah, they probably got a little
happened
cocky.
in the first war.
Yeah,
In
they
the
probably
first
got
war,
a
they
little cocky and
failed.
got rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening in Sokoto? I already covered the Iberian Wars, no point going over that again. His manufactories are almost fully built. There's some wool provinces, but they aren't really a huge priority. But everything else seems relatively built. Yeah, not very dev'd, though.
About accepted cultures. That's something a lot of people fail at.
Hmm.
Should
He
probably
seems to have done
start
well.
converting provinces soon to cultures.
And religions. That is a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of yeah. You wanna revoke the dhimmi autonomy and start converting them, and the thing is, you should be able to convert them. Oh, right. Only Sunni can do that. Wait, no, what?
No, the dominant religion needs to be Sunni in his country.
Ah, right.
So right now he has 100% unity because he
Yeah,
has
because of
privilege.
the privilege. But
Probably something like 20 or
yeah,
30%.
so what I would do
But
is
why?
revoke dhimmi autonomy, convert till you have dominant religion Sunni, and then give the autonomy back and just let the thing convert for you. Because you can convert.
Why though?
Because you get your own religion, you don't get the penalties. What do you mean?
Well, no. The dim it gives more tax and manpower.
Is it considerably more? Is it worth it? Is the thing?
Yeah,
I believe it's 20%.
Click on guarantee
Uh,
Dhimmi autonomy, the
yeah.
privilege.
Yeah, all Demi provinces get local tax modified plus 15, and if you scroll down a bit, it should
Give me
see the other one.
influence, tolerance.
No, or you can also check on a fetishist province,
Um,
I believe. It's
oh,
even more.
30%. Okay, yeah, disregard that. Keep this. 30%. Damn, I had no fucking clue. Wow.
Take a look at the manpower. Click on it.
What you mean the modifier?
Next to military on the left.
What?
Below return province. Below return
Local,
province. In
local
that window.
Oh,
manpower.
right.
Look at the modifiers.
Yeah, I was already looking at it here. Look, Demi conscription plus 20, 30%. Wow, that's pretty good. I will keep that, especially. Well, I mean, long term you're gonna run into some scaling issues, so you might wanna selectively start converting provinces that are gonna give you like manufactories. So for now, you can already build manufactories on dyes. You can build manufactories on iron. I think you can build. No, you can't build spices yet. Those are trading posts, right? Or
I mean,
plantations.
you get no debuff from religion, don't you? Yeah, you
Don't you
get no
get goods
debuff.
produced? What?
No, you don't.
Take hover over goods produced below trade.
Production.
You're almost there below. That's
Would-
production efficiency.
Below,
On the bottom
in the,
left.
Trade power goods produced.
yeah, you don't get.
No
He's not
penalty.
having any malus. Yeah.
Did that get removed? I was pretty sure that.
No, that's a marine, I think.
Huh. Okay. Well, disregard that. Just keep your setup as is.
Nice advices, Cashback.
Shut up. I just woke up. I am half functioning. But anyway, he went to trade as well. I guess he would need it because he needs the merchants to get everything to Sevilla, which is where he's probably going to be collecting long term. Can he get everything there?
No, I don't think so. England he's already in the north and he's going to be taking main Portugal, I'm guessing.
Hmm. Do you think
Yeah, but
it would be?
but
No, I think he can get like profits in Sevilla. I don't think England can contest him that well on Iberia yet, until he gets all the colonies. Anyway, let's move off from Sokoto because don't need to talk about my failures anymore. 156 income on Ethiopia. I wanna go back to the ledger real quick and compare all of the other ones we've gone over because I've neglected that for a little bit. Sokoto is number 3. Ethiopia is number 5 with 156, almost 7 income. 209,000 manpower. Morale is lower than Sokoto slightly, 5% more disciplined than Sokoto. But I don't really see a war with Sokoto happening next session unless it gets ganked, because Sokoto probably prefers to consolidate Iberia before GB grabs it, and I'm pretty sure Ethiopia will want to finish off Yemen and Persia if he has deals to go in there with his neighbors. Yeah.
So Persia is dead.
I mean, Persia's getting fucked pretty hard. He already lost one war with Mughals where this snake happened, and now he's losing a second war. I don't think Persia comes out of this alive.
Persia is dead.
Yemen,
Byzantium is going to attack him next.
yeah, Yemen already died last session, so Ethiopia has a fair bit of expansion to do. So both of them have expansion to do. I don't think they're gonna be inting each other unless like they get a very convenient opportunity. But if they do, I would suggest that Ethiopia, even though this is Highlands, I would probably move the fort. Is there another? Yeah, I would probably move it here or here, even though you lose the terrain advantage, because again, you can just cut off the reinforcements and reset the siege. Just like this geographical positioning of the 3 provinces, where he can only reinforce from one province, and you have access to his reinforcements, and he doesn't have access to you. That is a huge advantage, because if he's sieging this, Medwa, and you're sitting here, he can't move to you. He can't engage this battle. And you can just engage 2 battles and reset the siege, and literally keep doing that over and over again. And that is really big. I think that's bigger than the 1 dice roll that the Highlands give, just in my opinion. I would probably do that. And
then move the fort on the back to the south as well. To do it again.
Yeah, same thing again. Like that, it's such a huge advantage. It's really big.
In my suggestion, I would also suggest creating a rampart in those provinces.
Yeah.
In case that your army is far away, you don't want Sokoto to be rushing you.
And you can do the same thing in Egypt with these 2, and this one is even marsh, so you would probably want to move the farmland forts to marsh and do the same thing here, because you put the fort in Rosetta, he can't engage you here, you just cut off reinforcements and keep resetting the siege, and that way you can hold both of them with a lot less men that they have, because you just need to engage the reinforcements. And
also, when we take a look at the combat width, what is it right now?
27.
27. Okay, your armies. I noticed that he has 27 everywhere.
Yeah.
He should probably be adding a little bit extra infantry. I'm not sure if he's a good player or not. You always want to have extra infantry on your
Yeah, like
specs.
maybe 35.
And you don't have enough artillery to fill the full back line as well. You have to need, right?
Yeah, you need 27 artillery and probably go with 30
And at
infantry
this
stacks
point,
for now.
At this point, you should have 2 cannon stacks as well. What's his force limit?
152. I don't know about.
Yeah, he can maintain 2 cannons.
That's just bold, though. That's not good. Like.
Actually, he's probably right, because if a war happens with players, it's probably going to be Sokoto and Tunis, so he needs 2 front lines. So probably mandatory to have 2 cannon stacks. It is pretty bad. Like
it's half of the army at that point.
Yeah, it's not optimal because like of the size of your force limit, but I think you need it, and you can also increase your force limit by a lot by just building, and with your economy you should be doing that.
Yeah. So just focus on building force limit buildings and bring that.
Sell and build force limit, build 2 cannon stacks, and you Gucci, move your forts around, and expand east. I wouldn't encroach too much east and make another enemy out of Mughals or Byzantium, because then we would be properly fucked. But
speak with them, keep them on friendly terms.
Yeah,
There's
just
no need
grab
to
what you can without pissing off people. I am on Kilwa, and I am almost forming Zulu. It's been so fucking long. It's ridiculous. I thought I'd get another colonist, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to in the mod, but it didn't work for some reason. Or it doesn't work for Africans. I have no fucking clue. Let's check that actually.
You have to be European for that investment.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's printing press if you're African, and colonialism.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, look. I think GBR has it. I think you already popped it.
Interesting
Yeah,
colony.
interest in colonists. Yep, it has to be fucking European. So you spend 1,000 ducats, you get the colonist, but you can't get it in Africa, which I'm gonna fix for next season, because Africans need fucking colonists. I've been colonizing all of this with one idea in expansion since fucking session 1 pretty much.
So
And,
you.
Didn't we give Africans a government reform that gave them a
yeah, but it's a new mod and that got neglected. So
Ah.
I'm gonna put that back in or something similar back in because Africans need a colonist. And this is
Well,
retarded that I have to be so many ideas behind just to get my, formable. But I am getting my formable very soon, and I'm pretty happy about it.
I would
What does
suggest giving
Zulu
them the
give?
government reform and giving them a global yearly settler chance on the same continent.
Yeah.
What does Zulu give?
Zulu just gives me better mill ideas all around. I'll check in a second after I review the country. Like initially, I reduced a ton or inflation from I think it was like 25 at one point. So had to do that. Had to integrate Congo. So I've been spending a lot of admin. What?
Isn't your army rather small? That's what happens when you tech switch in the save without starting. Don't worry.
That's weird. But yeah, my army is like pretty small.
You have 10 artillery.
Yeah, I haven't been under any threat. Like I am allied to Sokoto. I am allied to Ethiopia. Like neither of them is gonna truce break me. I don't think they will. So I have plenty of warning if a war's coming. And I just wanted to scale because I have so many provinces. It's better for me to scale.
I think this is a greedy play from you. They could attack you and split you.
Of course it's a fucking greedy play, but I don't think they're both gonna truce break me like that. That seems ridiculous when they have other expansion opportunities. I've built so much, and I still have a lot to build because I just have so many provinces. I built almost all my manufactories, like the first tier, because African countries don't get a lot of trade goods they can build. Like on these manufactories, most of my trade goods are like ivory and slaves and shit, which is I think Tech 16.
14, I think.
What the? Do I have an empty one anywhere? There we go. 14. Yeah, you're right. 14 for ivory, and I think the slaves are the same. That's not my province. It will be soon. Yeah, so at 14 I'm gonna scale a lot harder, and I think my income's probably gonna go up by another 100. I should be running better advisors, I realized after the session. I just didn't want to spend too much money on them, but I do need the mana because, yeah, most of my country is below 10 dev, so I need to fix that. Yeah, like more than half my country is below 10 dev, so that's gonna hit me hard later on. Scaling wise, I need to fix that sooner rather than later. And mill wise, 417, I think that's above Ethiopia. Yeah.
Who has the fourth line in the mountains between you and Ethiopia?
I do.
You do, okay.
There's highlands, mountains, he has steppes. But it doesn't really matter, we're friends, aren't we? Yeah, the deal was that I get my nodes, he gets Ethiopia and Gulf of Aden. Wasn't really looking at, defensive terrain. I got the rest of Congo from Ivory Coast. I need to move my fort. Same shit I've been telling everyone else. My fort is horrible here. I'm gonna move it down here into this jungle or this jungle. And that's gonna be a lot better protected, I guess.
I will suggest the one on the south so that they get a crossing penalty.
Yeah, true. And yeah, let's take a look at Zulu, which we've been doing every single session, every single podcast, but
Hey, you need to show off the nice stack
yeah.
you create.
Well, I created it initially but I didn't create this exact one. This one was someone else adopting my idea.
The Zulu Empire.
I get morale,
farm.
shock damage, discipline, ICA. It's a lot better than I get with Ethiopia. Plus, I get inflation reduction. I think it's very
Pretty cool beats.
It's not great, but it's decent, and I like that the flag isn't fucking medieval Russian flag. You know, that's a plus.
Great, but not terrible.
Yeah. Persia.
Persia's dead.
Persia's dead. Where are we looking at this nation?
Pretty much. I just wanted to check it for a second. It could roach a lot more. It's only 29% autonomy. He's just not doing a very good job roaching.
So again.
Yeah, he's not even over force limit.
Yeah, because he's
Although he's about to bankrupt, so that's probably be why. How many loans? 35,000. Don't you think he could have probably taken more? I think he just waited too long to take loans. So
Yeah.
He probably waited until they already pushed in and then took loans. Could have probably had this war if went
Does
next.
he have national manpower already?
He was like 35k in debt after the first war.
Oh.
Versus me. Or like 30k or
He
something.
doesn't have it.
Yeah, also doesn't have the national manpower edict. Just I mean, putting up a decent fight, but could be doing better, I guess. We'll take a look at the other countries in a moment. That's how I just want to take a look at the war. Persia versus Mughals. I think this is the first. No, this is the second.
Yeah,
one.
that.
So this is the first. This is the first one. This is the first one where Persia attacked. The first one was initiated by Persia, and he lost almost double casualties.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't really know how that happened, but Persia was getting
look at the
destroyed.
lines?
Well, the fort lines don't really exist anymore because Mughals kind of snaked into them.
No, of course, but I want to know how they were. I'm guessing those were previously.
Yeah, I'm
Persia's.
guessing this is what they were. I think Persia owned like this shit.
So Persia attacked and he ran into the mountains.
Pretty much, yeah.
Of Mughals. That's why he lost so much.
I mean, I think he misclicked the war goal because the war goal was bomb. So the.
That's a mountain fort, isn't it?
Oh.
No, but it's behind the fort. My fort line.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Well, anyway.
Big yikes.
Doesn't matter. It's done. Persia had a great game until this point, though, so that should be pointed out. And I think he's a newer player, so good shit. Anyway, just
He made a big splash.
do better next time. You know.
I diagnosed you with skill issues. Is what Kashmak said.
Mughals doing very good. Not terribly into loans, seeing as he just killed neighbor that.
How much land is he going to take from this war?
I don't know. I mean, he has Poland in this war as well, so I'm pretty sure Poland's also taking some.
But if there's no player next session, they can just 100%, right? Like
yeah, they can separate piece 100%.
Yeah.
So take a look how much he can take if he can just have normal borders, because I prefer that.
No, that's not pretty cash money of you, Cashman.
Well, you want me to snake?
Yes, of course.
Go away, freak.
Take Samarkand as well.
What?
Like you're not taking the trade center in Samarkand, literally.
Yes, but it's not pretty borders. Look at how much.
No, we're not coming here for pretty borders. We're coming here for
that's not
tower
pretty.
gaming.
That's not pretty borders. That's disgusting. But yeah. Anyways, Mughals gonna look very nice after this war, and then he. I'm pretty sure he gets the rest of Persia. Yeah, that's what I'm curious in. Does Poland just want Crimea? Because I mean, I don't think you two want to share Persia. And what's that? Like he gets fucking 30 dev, like 40 maybe.
And he gets to the enemies with Byzantium even more.
Yeah, I don't really know why Poland would have wanted to come into this. But yeah, Mughal's in a very good spot. He gets to eat away at Persia. He gets to eat away at Yemen and consolidate Basra and Hormuz as well. Just free game.
I don't understand why you think Persia should not compete. Poland should not compete for Persia.
Well, we
It's
already
a
went.
really nice.
We already went over this before. Look at how much shit Poland still has to eat. All of this is AI.
But it's all
Even
low
better
value
for-
land. Yeah. The
Yeah,
nice
but-
money is in Persia.
You really want to overextend as far as Persia before consolidating like more at home.
I mean, look at that entire line if you were to go into Persia. Instead of just taking all of that land in the Russian steppe.
Yeah,
has a lot
and
of battle,
also if he
has a lot
goes
of
into
tough
Persia,
routes.
he pisses off Mughals. He pisses off Byzantium, like when he can just scale here. And I don't think he can afford to piss off Mughals and Byzantium now. I don't know, just how I would play it. I don't think I would want to overextend that far, but you know, whatever. Mughals just free gaming. He can expand north for free now. I mean, that's probably gonna get grabbed by Sweden or Shun if Shun exists before he does. But all of this is also free now, so good shit on Mughals.
Session for Mughals will be a snake and take as much of Samarkand as you can. Persia is secure for you. There's no other person who's going to take it.
No, I don't think Samarkand is not secure for him either. Like Shun is getting fucked pretty hard, and Sweden has controlled himself. So yeah, I mean Sweden would need Astrakhan to get anything from Samarkand. So and he hasn't gone into it because I'm pretty sure he has a deal with Poland. So
Samarkand fits into Persia.
sorry.
Samarkand fits into Persia.
Yes, but I'm saying Samarkand isn't gonna get grabbed by anyone else.
Oh yeah.
So
Correct.
he's secure everywhere. I don't think Mughals is under any threat. We covered everything here. I think let's take a look at the Khan. The Khan went to war in Indochina, even though he doesn't have a land border with them. So he's giving a lot of trust to Flappy.
Oof. Claps there.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. He is allied with Pasai, which
Okay.
is pretty good, I guess, because Pasai is probably going to be the strongest navy here. So if he's allied with Pasai, all of this is relatively safe, unless Pasai decides to fuck him over with Bengal or Yi or whoever.
At least from what I've heard, Pasai is a reliable player with sleeping.
War goal here is, I have no idea how to say that. It's a province in Khmer, and they already have it. How the fuck he got this? Oh, he already has provinces here. Yeah, he's been expanding here for a while. I don't.
Khmer's his vassal, yeah, so he did it smart.
Yeah, damn, he has a lot of shit here actually.
Surprising considering Siam fits into Pasai directly.
Yeah, I don't really get this expansion route.
I think he compromised. He didn't want to make a war against the Indian players, but he didn't even want to bother fighting Pasai either. So he's going for it. But
I just don't get this expansion route. I don't think this is gonna pay off for him long term, especially since his yeah, he's hemorrhaging money for this. Pretty decently in debt, and they're just losing a lot of money.
I mean, war is over. How much money is he wasting on reinforcement? How many mercenaries does he have as well?
Go to the economy tab and look at the military slider.
He has 3.
It's 40 ducats for over. Yeah,
No,
if he goes down below force limit and disbands mercenaries,
he's gonna be
goes
making
even.
money.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But
the problem
The problem is
that
the trade will be disconnected.
Yeah.
It only makes sense if he long-term plans to take Bengal, I think. The
Or
trade
Pasai.
node. So
If he
I
plans
don't
to
think
go
you can take Pasai.
No,
It's a naval nation. You can't compete with that.
Yeah.
His chance was less this year.
Me, and if you call upon the Great Britain fleet, maybe, but I don't think that's something you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan for Leo here is. Like, he left. Look at this shit. There's not a single fucking Decani soldier in India.
I think best for him would have been to. Okay. Kudos for not doing that, but jumping on Mughals while Mughals was busy with Persia would have been the best move. I
don't know why
think it's
Flappy didn't end him here.
Oh, that's also a thing, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
There's no reason for Bengal and Mughals to not go and kill it.
Yeah, because he's pretty much, laid down and exposed his head. Like, here, chop, please. But, yeah, whatever. And Bengal even has a decent fleet. He could probably cut off some of the transports. I mean, decent fleet. How'd you get a fucking 3-star admiral?
Mission.
Very based.
Like, oh yeah, I have this wonderful admiral who's going to save our nation.
Yes.
What is my goal, my liege?
But 200 force limit, very good.
He has the police ideas, right?
I think that's the highest force limit in the game. Let's go take a look.
Byzantium.
Byzantium has a
I think Byzantium is higher in every metric than
It's military metrics.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
460.
Fuck.
Damn.
And Sokoto, yeah.
Close. Third. I wasn't too far.
He has the police ideas, right? And the government reform for Tibet.
Nepali ideas and Bengali missions.
And he's a theocracy, right?
No, not yet.
Empire. Don't think
Boo.
he'll be swapping to theocracy soon.
Boo. So lame.
Cool ship. Decent, very good morale. Good discipline. Best force.
What's religion in India? Can you check? A religion in India, especially. Okay.
The Khan is Sikh. Mughals is Sunni, and he's.
I know we already did Deccan. Can you check Deccan gurus?
Where?
Religious tab, and okay. Do you see those production development thing and the tech cost? Okay. I don't think that's necessarily worth. Because you also lose missionary strength, so it's harder for you to fix your religious unity. But yeah.
Anyway, back to Bengal. I think he's the strongest Indian at the moment, but Mughals has
He's
probably
allied to anyone, right?
Yeah, not allied to anyone. Rival with Pasai and some Chinese. I think Mughals has better scaling potential than him, but I mean, if he decides to int Leo next session, then he's probably going to get better scaling potential.
Feeling it was a deal if you look at the trade map, because he now gets free Burma and can take what's this? The yellow trade node in China? Chengdu.
Yeah.
And then he can take Chengdu, Burma into Bengal and has a really nice trade setup and is still reasonably defendable stuff.
It's very defendable stuff. Like it's all mountains and shit here.
There's this funny mission for Bengal.
She's going to consolidate
5%
China,
permanent morale for conquering Burma.
Defy the dragon.
Mission. Yeah.
The next one to the right hand side. Yeah.
Permanent.
What does it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Whoa! Somebody stop him! What the fuck?
5% morale, no.
Crazy. Very crazy.
Power gaming, the true power gaming.
Did you go? Yep, he went espionage. The true Chad. That fucking siege ability is really good.
Fucking siege ability and fort defense.
Oh, with offensive ideas, that's minus 40% siege ability by default. Yeah,
no, minus 45.
45k. And if you have high professionalism is up to another 30%. Then those forts just disappear.
That's very nice. Yeah, very nice, Bengal. Don't think there is much else to say about this Bengal gaming. Very.
He have access to Rajput regiments, just out of curiosity.
Which one?
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he already has the Rajputs.
Yeah, he doesn't have given the privilege to hire Rajputs.
Yeah,
it's that one. Yeah.
What benefit do Rajput regiments get? I don't remember.
It's just
5 morale with the right policy, also 5 discipline and 10 line fire damage. It's
nice.
You have to add policies for that because I don't see any.
You go government reforms, and then the tier 4 one, yeah. That one, and that you need another privilege slot to get the bonus actually. So it's really expensive to go for Rajputs.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a nice meme, but nothing more.
Anyway, do we look at Yi?
Kinda.
Yeet.
Yi got yeeted. And is putting up a decent fight though.
He has more troops. Interesting.
Why is the Khan here?
God knows.
In the end, the Khan decided to fight him, but I kind of steamrolled him, and then he uncomes to me after like 3 months, and so the Khan had to fight the war. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, the Khan has pretty big losses here, but it looks like he's losing the war overall. And what did he lose to Bengal? Like this
I mean,
shit?
you can just click at his scores. I don't
I
think
tried. It didn't show. It just shows. Look, just shows.
No, in the Burma area. In the Burma area.
Oh right.
Yeah, and there's like much more that his vassal had. I don't know. It's the entire Kala vassal. I don't know how to pronounce this purple vassal name, but yeah, that was like his.
Damn. So big losses. But at least he's putting up a decent fight. So good shit. Who is this player? Let me go check.
It's Peter Shark at this moment.
Oh, who was on it before? Peter Shark's played like every nation in the game.
It was Bora as well. This nation had a lot of switching going on.
Huh. Such a slut nation. So many people inside it. Very true. But yeah, looking pretty scuffed at the moment. It doesn't seem to have any way to get out of this diplomatically. Yeah, not much to say. I don't really think there's much else to do rather than just roach here. I don't think.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
the Khan
he
is
could pray
right.
that
Z wouldn't help
could
because
pray
of the
that-
war.
he could pray that she goes into a war with Manchu and he can migrate into Shiva.
I don't see that
With
happening.
nation. Pretty good nation.
But
Yeah, Manchu right now.
good
Why is
nation.
Pasai not? Why hasn't he formed Malaya?
Well, we'll see in a second. Good.
I am currently integrating my Sunda vassal, and when I've done it, I can.
Okay then.
That
My
explains
Spike's
it.
still alive.
144 income, 15 fucking inflation. That's
How many troops is he committing to the war with she?
She's
Not in the war.
Pasai is not in any wars.
Okay,
Yeah.
why is Majapahit still alive then?
What? Where?
Majapahit in
Oh.
No,
Okay,
I declared on basically every other AI in the area, and Majapahit always ally them. So my troops just got renewed and renewed until I killed every AI until there was only Majapahit left.
Pain.
Why are you not telling?
Yeah, why are you keeping your crown line so high?
Absolutism.
You are 55 years early.
Just build up, my friend. Okay. What about his buildings? Can you take a look at the manufactories?
Well,
I think for him it's Tech 14.
Yeah, but judging by his economy, yeah, I was gonna say there
That
is
works.
a lot to build.
Wait, what did you build there?
Workshops.
Oh,
and a decent amount. Well, but
Good manufacturers for him are Tech 14 and 16.
Yeah,
so
but
it's,
it still has two manufacturers to build. I would be building all the workshops and the manufacturers, and judging from his autonomy is also somewhat high, seeing as he hasn't been in any wars. So I would fix
Is
that.
he having like monopolies? I think he have like monopolies on
trading in cloves, tropical wood, nice. Spices, yeah, he has plenty of monopoly.
No, not
yeah, I know. I realized, you know.
Yeah, on instance, on gems.
Gems.
You don't do that, friend.
Incense.
That's pretty bad.
How many of those does he have? Where are they?
A lot.
Where's the fucking incense?
I think gems is fine because he only has one province of gems, but incense is not really good.
We have like three. We have like two provinces of three in Philippines.
Where the fuck?
There's an island in the middle with incense.
I am very blind. Oh, this one.
All of yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal, but still, you wanna revoke them when you can build manufacturers on them.
Can you take a look at the the ledger for the development, where we develop?
The decision?
No, on the production interface.
What?
On the production interface, next to the flag that Pasai has, there's a hammer and a sword.
Yeah.
Click that one, yeah. Click on the development. Click on how many provinces he has below tone deaf.
It's a macro builder.
Yeah, macro builder. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
A lot of
More than
provinces.
health. That's your first goal, my friend. You want to have them over 10 development.
Yeah.
At,
So
Uh,
that
at
can be
10 development. No, over.
Well, thank you for telling me. I, you learn something new every day, I guess.
That's why we're here, buddy. Religion you
thank
also want to convert to Sunni, I think.
Uh,
Unless you have the same setup as...
I have the same.
That. Oh yeah, that does work here.
Even though I have I will get Sword of Islam against every heathen, and I can propagate religion for less trade.
Don't do that.
Being
Keep them and give them those TV
Wow.
things.
I have a question.
Explo expansion quality and still not in America. That is a problem. That is a
He's
big
pretty-
problem. It's very.
What about the advisor?
Is he in Mexico? In Australia, yeah. At least Australia.
Yeah, but he needs to be island hopping by now. Like, and you have.
I have Hawaii.
You have Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, there's one island in Hawaii.
Okay, so do you have reach to get to America?
Yes. I was trying.
Your first goal needs to be popping up colonial nations. Then that needs to be the first thing.
Either next to Mexico and compete with GB, or in
No, I would do two
Inca
at once.
stuff.
I would do two at once.
Sorry.
One in California,
No.
one in Mexico.
Because
should I-
Mexico and Inca stuff you can conquer. The other stuff you have to actually colonize. That's what I mean.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pop a
right.
colony there, fabricate a claim, and kill the stuff.
What can I steer towards me trade-wise?
It doesn't. I mean, you can steer pretty much everything. Like the trade setup is made so you can steer pretty much everything.
No, you didn't. You can
Mexico.
only take Mexico. You didn't change the triangle trade between Panama and Triangle.
Okay,
So you
South-
can
South
only
America
take
is
Mexico and Mexico,
California.
California, Alaska. So
But
that's
it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter because like your colonies can just keep the trade and scale on their own. Like you just need the colonies. I would definitely jump to Mexico, jump to Colombia, jump to California. You'd need to get a head start before Britain like consolidates everything.
If I may, I have some gameplay suggestions. Can you take a look at the income for Pasang? 143. I think you can afford to run an extra colonizer to begin with. Run an extra colony.
I can't
Run
though.
it ready.
I can't take away my colonies without abandoning the whole colony.
Why is that?
Sure?
It's,
I couldn't before
if
at
you
least.
expel minorities, you cannot just take away the colony.
Here it works.
So run
I
three
recall
or
them.
don't expel minorities. Don't expel minorities.
I recalled them, and this colony is still running.
Oh,
Also, take a look at the advisors.
I have to restart the save now. I just wanted to prove a point.
Thank you.
all right, then I know that, I guess.
But you know, I'm just saying, like you went heavy colonial, and you're not in America yet. You're gonna be a dead nation unless you get there soon, because your nation relies on getting colonies. You have 2 full idea groups for colonialism, and you only own Australia. You're gonna get outscaled by everyone and die very quickly. So you need to get into America like quick.
Keep your 2 colonials in America and keep 1 free colony or 2 in Indonesia because they're really good provinces.
I would
also,
I would do 2 at once in America and 2 at once in Indonesia. You can maintain 2 colonies over limit. I don't think you'll have problem. And if you start losing money a little bit, it doesn't really matter because you'll recover it from the incomes. Like your economy.
Third colonist from policies? Check policies?
I don't think they're there yet.
Okay, he hasn't unlocked it. But I think even if you pay 1 dip point for a third colonist, it's worth, just to get to start pumping the stuff.
Yeah.
If I may, guys, what level are his advisors?
3
That's fine.
Not bad.
Are they half level? No, the male and Diplo are half price. Run them at level 4.
Not the same culture, and mill is not half priced. So.
Oh, also, discipline advisor is dangerous.
Yeah, because
And innovation plus 15.
You can fire your mission, and you don't want to do that unless you're ready for war.
Yeah.
Anyway, we spent a
Poland
lot of
did
time.
that by accident, so.
We spent a lot of time here, so we're gonna go on Shun.
Not Xi? Okay.
Shun is getting steamrolled by Manchu and Xi. And
Ooh. His troops retreated the wrong direction.
Yup.
Just want to point out, honestly, playing as Yi was really not fun. I didn't enjoy it at all. I honestly didn't. It's not that I lost any wars. It was like it just wasn't an enjoyable area to play.
I think it is a constant that all G players hate playing as Shi.
I think this is kind of dead as well. No potential for alliances because Yi is dying as well, and Manchu and Xi are ganking up on him.
Yeah. Continue.
It looks dead, but
He'd go east, I guess.
we greatly appreciate you roaching, and please continue to roach.
Yep.
Number power.
I need to make a mental note of who it is. Okay. Because we reward roaches with good seeds. Xi is in the process of ganking Shun with Manchu, and he pretty much getting
He's tons
China.
of AI to eat.
Yeah, he has a lot of AI to eat, so he's
And
gonna
soon
have.
he'll eat.
He's gonna have Yi to eat. Like he's gonna be in a very strong spot. Consolidating China, he is the only Chinese great power, and he's very strong. 1,000 dev. I think that enables them to go into Chinese kingdom, or is it still? Yeah, he is a kingdom. So they get like missions for that. Where is it? Yeah, reach. Nope.
It's in decisions.
It's decisions.
Yeah.
All right, establish new dynasty is the next one. So you get like increasing decisions, and
He needs 64 more provinces in China, so it still takes him a while.
Yeah, but
Doesn't he have a lot of vassals in the south?
he does have vassals. He has Shang and Hai, which seem like they have a decent amount of provinces, so that's gonna help him a little bit. Plus, he's gonna get a decent chunk of Shun, a decent chunk of Yi. So I think we're gonna have a decent Chinese player for once. It's been a while.
Yay.
Depends on Manchu, because how does Xi stack up to Manchu?
We'll take a look at it in a minute. Xi is 164 income, very decent mill, 5 morale almost. Buildings, there's still some workshops.
There's a lot of tax in China.
Honestly, Z might help me against the Khan later on, possibly.
Possibly.
Has he built tax buildings? Because there's a lot of tax in China.
He has a couple left, but yeah, he built a lot of them. But yeah, Xi doing pretty good. He went trade, which I think is a good pick because there's fuck ton of trade nodes here. Well, he needs
Maybe
merchants.
protectionism.
Protectionism probably would have been better for the goods produced, I think. Wait, do we have protection?
Wait, we do it? No, we don't. Never mind. Sorry.
That's the old mod.
It's the old mod. But humanist is also good. I don't know.
Okay, humanist or eco?
Yeah, but still, I think it's a decent pick. So yeah, good shit from Xi. Or Ki. No, Xi. Jesus fucking Christ.
Xi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a coffee.
Xi.
Doing good. Allied with Manchu, killing the rest of China. Good shit. Let's take a look at Manchu, the last one, I think, right? No one else? Yeah, I didn't
Do
skip
you want
anyone.
to take a look at any colonial nations?
No.
Are there any colonial nations?
Well,
This was a
there
sub,
are,
by the way.
but they got killed in Reborn.
What's that
So,
income?
Oh,
That's worse than Yi. What?
that's not an economy.
This income got hit hard by something. I
Is
think
that
he
a
had more
vassal
income
or
before.
something?
Because
That
he had a
makes no
sub,
longer-
maybe? Subs excluded.
But that makes no
Not really sure what happened, but he had better income last session, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah,
check his scoring because he is he's already Shinto religion, and I'm assuming he might have culture shifted into Japanese. Check no, he's still Manchu culture, okay.
Manchu.
But that religious unity is going to hurt all of his goods produced modifiers.
Yeah, the religious unity is very low. That's probably fucking it a little bit, but he's not converting anything. I don't really know what happened here, but yeah. He's getting ready to switch to Japan. I guess that's gonna help him somewhat. I don't think he can get king, so
I honestly think if
You
there's any
probably
point,
can.
if there's any point where she can kick Manchu out of China, it's this one. G is dead, Shun is dead.
yeah,
There's
this
no one
is
who's going to attack
now that
direct.
we've seen Manchu, I think this war is the best move for Xi because he gets he gets hegemony on this entire part of the world now because Manchu is not really a player. I mean, it is nation, but the economy is
He's-
just so weak.
They are
Yeah,
allies
maybe in
right
that
now.
regard, it was the wrong play from Manchu to back up Xi in this
Yeah.
war.
I think Manchu should have
Because
stayed
it's-
with the underdogs.
Or stay out of it to scale on his own and not put Who declared this war on Shun? Is this Xi or
Manchu did.
Manchurian.
Manchu?
But
When your nation
I'm
is
pretty
such
sure
a shit
Xi-
show,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure Xi is the one fighting it. I don't think Manchu is contributing that much. Let's go take a look.
Manchu was. They were already working together, I'm pretty sure.
Mm,
Uh,
I think Manchu is.
Oh,
I guess he was
Yeah,
a
okay.
yeah,
Can
he's
you really
contributing a lot, but Manchu is definitely contributing
Mm.
some too. But
I
yeah.
think this is a bad play. Manchu should have just sit there and scale and try to fix his nation instead of going
Hey,
to war.
I have
It
a
may have been
question.
a new player. It was sub.
Can you show us the gold mine for Manchu? He has 2, right? Yeah.
He should by
10.
now
Ah, that's why. That's
can
the
get
first
one
thing
more
to cover.
from. Yeah, he should definitely convert the gold mines and get the one gold mine from Japan. Because if he
Go.
hover over the religion on the province view, hover over the religion, and it says there goods produced minus 20%.
Because of the tolerance.
Yep. So
First thing you want to do when you could convert to an intolerant religion, you want to
you mean
convert
religious convert?
higher.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that'll fix his economy on its own. But he gets another gold mine from
It will
Japan soon.
alleviate it.
Yeah.
It'll
And
help
it's also a
somewhat.
lesson for anyone listening to.
You get
Is,
like 8.
is Manchu here?
No.
Alright,
It was a sub last time. So.
Right. Anyway.
I have 3 mountains, so he might want me as an ally or something. Since I could be an enemy.
I think you just invade Japan, to be honest. Don't think he can contest you on sea if you build up.
Yeah, I would probably invade Japan if I was you. But anyway, I'm gonna have to end the video now. You guys can
Alright.
scheme off video.